Valencia! Valencia is the most Spanish city in Spain, where every day feels like spring. It's also the home of paella. It's very pleasant to observe the polite Valencian people and Spanish people in general. They are always kind, happy and joyful, and never in a hurry. They walk with their heads held high as they display their charming smiles. Spaniards, who are sometimes perfect strangers, gladly greet each other as they pass each other by on the streets. They have their own version of salad called olivier, also known as Russian salad. It is often prepared with tuna and green olives. And on New Year Eve, during the countdown, people traditionally eat 12 grapes. Many Spanish people believe that fruits and ham eaten together are a perfect combination. Virgin Mary Square is in the historic center, and today we can see cheerful Valencians that come here to watch a concert or just hang out with their friends. Virgin Mary Square is also one of the favorite destinations of tourists. During the Roman conquest, the Roman Forum was built here, and the area itself was a small island that sat between two streams of water from the Turia River. However, about 70 years ago there was a severe flood that caused some fatalities. So the government diverted the river's course and removed it from the city to reduce the risk of another flood. As a reminder of this tragic event, a fountain was built in Virgin Mary Square. On this fountain is a stone statue of figure that represents the main Valencian Turia River. Valencia has the third largest population in the country after its capital Madrid and wonderful Barcelona. By the way, this is a common question about constitutional and cultural knowledge concerning the Kingdom of Spain. So if you decide to pursue Spanish citizenship, this is a simple question you will already know the answer to. Serranos Towers is an important historical site of Valencia. They were built at the end of the 14th century and it was a part of the fortress wall. Starting from the 16th century and for the next 400 years it was a prison for knights and nobles. In 1865 the administration demolished the fortress walls, but they didn't touch the towers of Serranos. This is where paintings from the Madrid Museum were kept during the Civil War. A special secret bunker was built under the towers. Thanks to this, the valuable exhibits were saved from destruction. On the back side of the towers there are several semicircular niches. They were used as stands. The 16th century Serranos Bridge is in front of the Serranos Towers. All the main sightseeing is in the old city park where you can walk. Also here are museums, monuments, many cafes, theme bars, nightclubs and University of Valencia. The beautiful old streets wrap you up with warmth and coziness. Here you can enjoy the combination of cultural and architectural styles that remind you of the city's deep history. I always travel with my family. We have two small children. I can't say that it's easy to travel with them, but it's true. Even so, it's an interesting and enjoyable experience. I'm inspired by the tourists that come even with 3 children. By the way, there are many of them in Europe. My mother is accompanying us too in this trip, so it's a paradise. Thanks to my mother, I don't always need to take a child or the stroller in one hand and my camera in the other. About 15% of the citizens of Valencia are foreigners. Here are a lot of people from Latin America, Africa and Eastern European countries. Here are some various fashions in Valencian style. It's bright, catchy and unforgettable. One more popular tourist attraction of Valencia is the narrowest building in Europe. The facade of the building is painted porcelain pink. In the entrance you can find the name La Estrecha, that is translated from Spanish to the narrow. The width of the building is just 107 centimeters. Under the name there is an original sign made in the shape of human hands showing the width of the building. In spite of its small size, it's possible to live here. It sounds really interesting, but in reality it's difficult to imagine where do people put their furniture and all their personal belongings. Walking the streets, it's impossible not to notice the graffiti. Seems there is graffiti everywhere. On buildings, garages, walls, stores, roller blinds, entire streets, and any empty square meter has graffiti. Some graffiti look pretty good. The flags of European Union, Spain and Valencian community are often seen on the balconies. This red and yellow lines is one of the symbols of pride and self-identity of the Valencian people. The city is divided into 19 administrative districts that are divided into smaller sub-districts. Before, some districts and sub-districts were independent municipalities that joined the city in the second half of the 19th century. This city is a center of tourism. The population is expanding primarily due to the migration. Historically, the city was known for its textile industry and trade. Today, in the vicinity of Valencia, there are many industrial enterprises, including a Ford factory. The port of Valencia is one of the biggest in Spain. This port opened in 1933 and it comes in 11th place far as the number of passengers coming and going to Spain. The palace of the Marquis of Dos is a Rococo nobility palace, historically important in the city. It is located in one of the most central locations in the city of Valencia. It is a stately mansion that was the property of the Marquis of Dos Aguas and is currently owned by the Spanish state. Nowadays, it is a National Museum of Ceramics and Decorative Arts, and this place is very popular among the tourists. The bullring Plaza de Toros is behind me. Every year, a range of cultural and entertainment events are held here. The arena accommodates about 16,000 spectators. For more than 100 years, the Northern Railway Station has delighted and surprised passengers with its amazing beauty. The architecture of the building is designed in modern style. Colorful ceramic tiles, mosaics, and other decorative elements are used in the exterior as well as in the interior. The railway station is operational and the entire first floor is open for public use. It's one of the best railway stations in Europe. City Hall Square is located in the historical part of Valencia. There are several tourist sites here: Central Post Office, Trade Assembly Building and City Hall. The City Hall building is a picturesque palace of the late 18th century, decorated with Baroque bas-reliefs, figured arches and balconies. The important public city events are held in this square. The evergreen orange trees double as decorations of the crowded streets. Nowadays, it is impossible to imagine a Spanish table without paella. This is the #1 dish in Valencia, and these are special fry pans for paella. The original recipe for this national dish is still kept here. The history of this distinctive Spanish city goes back to ancient times. Valencia is a charming ancient city founded back in 138 BC by the Romans. It was the capital of the old kingdom of Valencia, and today it's the province of Valencia. The city is located on the Mediterranean seashore. Valencia has the largest park in Spain. Its name is Turian Gardens, which is named after the Turian River. This is the river that I was talking about in the beginning of this video. The park is one of the most unique parks in all of Europe. The river once flowed simultaneously in the center of Valencia and into the Mediterranean Sea. Today, it's a well-organized 100 hectares park zone. The City of Art and Science is a cultural and architectural complex in Valencia. It is the most important and modern touristic destination in Valencia and one of the 12 treasures of Spain. The City of Arts and Sciences is situated at the southern end of the former riverbed of the Turian River. The complex was designed by Santiago Calatrava and Felix Candela. It is made up of the following buildings and structures presented in the order of their inception: Hemispheric 1998, an IMAX Cinema Planetarium and Laserium, Interactive Museum of Science and Open-Air Oceanographic Park. It is the largest oceanographic aquarium in Europe, an opera house and performing arts center dedicated to music and the performing arts, an indoor plaza where concerts and sportive events are held. Let me express my opinion. If your time is limited and you must choose one place over the other, in the Waterworld region or Science Complex, definitely stay in the first one. The dolphin show, seabirds, crocodiles, flamingos, sharks, whales and different fishes in the diverse ocean ecosystem will impress you much more. For example, the Science Museum in Barcelona stayed in my mind more than the museum in Valencia. Even though the surrounding area of the museum in Valencia is much bigger. I'm looking forward to experiencing this again. That's my impression from what I have seen. The elegant white cable-top bridge has a peak of 125 meters high, and it is the highest point in the city. Montolivet Bridge is an artistic concrete road bridge crossing the dry Turian riverbed that consists of two decks, each with a roadway and a pedestrian pathway. The complex looks fantastic during the day and during the night as well. All the tourists that visit Valencia will be very happy. There will be a lot of joyful emotions, pleasant memories and delicious, unforgettable food.